In the bustling city of Boston, where ivy-covered buildings stood tall against the skyline, lived a young man named Ethan Carter. At 22, Ethan was a janitor at the prestigious Northeastern Institute of Technology, NIT, a place where brilliant minds gathered to unravel the mysteries of mathematics, science, and innovation. Ethan, however, was no ordinary janitor. Beneath his quiet demeanor and worn-out sneakers lay a mind sharper than the professors he swept floors for. A mind that could solve equations that left even the brightest scholars stumped. Ethan grew up in South Boston, a neighborhood rough around the edges, where dreams often drowned in the noise of survival. Orphaned at a young age, he bounced between foster homes, each one chipping away at his trust in the world. By the time he was 16, Ethan had learned to rely on himself alone. He was tough, not just physically but emotionally, building walls around his heart to shield it from further pain. Yet his mind was a sanctuary, a place where numbers danced, patterns emerged, and problems found solutions. Every night after the NIT campus grew quiet, Ethan would linger in the lecture halls, staring at the blackboards filled with complex problems left unsolved by students and professors alike. One evening, in lecture hall B12, he spotted a particularly daunting equation, a combinatorial problem from a graduate-level mathematics course. It was labeled the unsolvable by Professor Margaret Hensley, a renowned mathematician with a reputation for challenging her students beyond their limits. The problem had stumped her entire class for weeks. Ethan picked up a piece of chalk, his hands trembling not from fear but from excitement. Numbers were his language, a code he understood better than words. Within an hour, he'd filled the blackboard with elegant proofs, each step flowing seamlessly into the next. When he stepped back, the equation was solved, a masterpiece of logic and intuition. He erased his name from the board, leaving only the solution, and slipped out into the night. The next morning, Professor Hensley entered the lecture hall and froze. The problem she deemed impossible was solved, the solution written in crisp, confident strokes. She called her students together, demanding to know who had cracked it. No one stepped forward. The mystery deepened over the weeks as more solutions appeared on blackboards across the campus. Each one more brilliant than the last. Margaret wasn't one to let a puzzle go unsolved. She installed a camera in lecture hall B12, determined to catch the phantom mathematician. That night, Ethan returned, unaware of the lens watching his every move. As he solved another problem, a graph theory conundrum that had baffled the department for months, the camera recorded his quiet brilliance. The next day, Margaret watched the footage in disbelief. The janitor, the young man who mopped floors and emptied trash cans, she confronted Ethan as he swept the hallway, her voice a mix of awe and frustration. "Ethan Carter, did you solve the combinatorial problem in B12? Ethan froze, his broom still in hand. "I don't know what you're talking about," he muttered, avoiding her gaze. "Don't play coy," Margaret said, her eyes narrowing. "I saw you on camera. That solution was genius. Why are you hiding?" Ethan shrugged, his walls going up. "Just messing around doesn't mean anything." "It means everything," Margaret insisted. "You have a gift, Ethan. Why are you wasting it cleaning floors?" Ethan's jaw tightened. "Not everyone gets to be a professor, lady.
For complete story, follow the given link below. Please like and subscribe Meesha's Quest Tales for new stories.